think that in general our performances towards the start of the major weren't at our best. Against LA Thieves in particular, I think it's a matchup that we've done very well in historically throughout the season. I think they're on an upwards trend since making their roster change.
We knew it was going to be a tough match. They are a good team, especially on LAN. You know, they've got world champions, multiple time champions on their team. So we knew it was going to be a tough match.
Obviously it went down to that map 5, standoff S&D. We actually dropped 2 hard points.
Very tight game right now. Thieves are going to go into the new hill with maybe a 30 or 40 point lead, and back to kitchen we go. If these are able to break through once again, the lead might start to spiral.
So we had some real issues with our hard points. We were making a lot of mistakes, which are pretty uncharacteristic of us.
Probably I wouldn't have said we were going to lose both respawn or both hard points going into that series. I would have probably favoured us in the hard points, but we definitely clutched up in the S&Ds.
What a play from John, finds one, there's the trade, John can't get the second, and just like that, Ultra, the numbers play out and they will take it.
Overall, I was very disappointed with some of the way we played the hard points in that series especially, and I think that's one of the things that we focused on throughout the weekend. Like, as soon as matches were done, even though we were winning, we were straight on VODs, straight trying to improve for the next day.
First last game of the day. It was a last map job at it.
Nah, Dallas win these.
Minnesota came to play this weekend, right?
Nah, this is a live feed. Is this a live feed?
Let's start getting ready here.
The OpTic match on Friday was a great one. It was going into it, we obviously expected a very tough match. They've gave us very close matches throughout the season. Even at our highest points, they've always been a very tough competitor towards us, and at the end of the day, it's always a very close match.
When you play a team like them, like, you just can't mess up. And I feel like we messed up quite a lot in those respawns, but luckily our search and destroy against them was flawless.
Honestly, the S&Ds were just really clean from us, and we kind of came away with that 3-2 victory, which was massive for us, obviously, off the back of those kind of clean search and destroy performances.
Yeah, we got it done. Woo.
I was pleased to get the dub. At the end of the day, it's towards the end of the season, a lot of close matches, so any dub's a dub at the end of the day for me.
Bloody hell, fans back, finally! This has been way too long. Last March? Well, last February was the last time we played in front of fans. Toby has not played since Black Ops 4 Champs, so hopefully it's a good day for us.
Ooh, it's exciting to be back, you know. Embrace it.
Put your fucking hands on me! Black magic! You were just for me! Black magic! The things you do to me! Lost on my feet! I'm just like this! That's black magic! You were just for me! Leave me alone!
To see the fans back was crazy because just the atmosphere was electric.
It was good to see fans. I'd say most of them weren't really in our favour though, getting booed and whatnot.
Playing in front of a crowd, hearing them roar, it's kind of surreal and just refreshing to see, to be honest.
Like just sitting on that stage, hearing the crowd in the back every time you take your headset off, or just sitting on the stage, you can hear people even like screaming at players, you know, creates a different environment. It's been what we've been waiting for so long, and it's a great feeling finally to be back on the stage in front of the crowd.
Against Minnesota in the winners bracket final,
The rivalry, the Battle of the North, had been fairly one-sided during this season in our favour. So we were confident, despite the fact that they'd just knocked off Atlanta and Dallas. Obviously they were reaching some peak form during the competition, but we were still confident.
We had some misplays again on respawn. Like, we were just looking very sloppy in respawn, and because they were in form, they just capitalised on it.
Priesta with another one. The duo does it again. They find all four. They're going to win that one.
Again, we dropped another checkmate hard point to drop to 0-3 at that point on that map mode combo. And it was kind of disappointing to see us repeat the same mistakes from the previous 2 series.
But, you know, obviously going to that game, like I said, we beat them every time we played them this season. So it was steady away, play our game, but obviously it didn't happen like that. It didn't work. You just got to give them credit, really. They were just popping off.
They just smoked us 3-0 and the crowd was gassing them up and they were feeling themselves, and yeah, smoked us 3-0, put us in losers.
If we just win hard points, man, I swear. It's the biggest momentum thing I've ever seen in my fucking life.
They literally got, they got a 460 off the first P3 as well. 460.
Yeah, we're getting kills with them. I scored 3 buckets and it was up to 7. You can do the math.
You scored 3? I don't think so. I think he's full of shit.
No, I did. I scored the little like layup, and then I scored the game winner, and I may have only scored 2 actually.
OpTic were going in before us, and I remember it so vividly because they were getting so much noise made for them. Like everyone was cheering, as they always are. And then we came on, and everyone started cheering Team USA. It's kind of like a good feeling going into that because you feel like you have something to prove for all those fans in the crowd. Like they're all doubting you, they're all cheering for their one team, and you just want to do your best to prove them wrong and be that guy that beats their favorite player.
You can definitely always hear them. They literally, every time OpTic plays, you can hear the crowd. They will let you know when someone makes a good play or someone makes a bad play.
Anytime they get a kill, any big kill, any kill to be fair, the crowd's going mental, so you already know they're getting gassed up off it. We were new though, that at the end of the day, we were still the better team, in S&D especially, so we came out hot, won the first map, clutched up, and it was a good comeback. And when you do something like that in a big series, the momentum just kind of shifts in your favour.
5 seconds down for the win, Ultra on the comeback. They're going to get this one done here. There's no one on OpTic in sight. They can't get it done. Map 1 goes to Ultra.
I think we handled it pretty well during that OpTic series, and particularly in the map 4, we kind of, their best map, checkmate hardpoint, and we kind of just put them to the sword. And the crowd really had nothing to cheer about in that 4th map, so it was a really clinical performance, to be honest with you.
Toronto, I mean, look at the 4 players they have on the map. They are literally everywhere on the map, and they get enough kills to at least get the clearance on the point. 30 points away, and they have their spot in the grand finals. Ultra on a tear in this game number 4, completely shutting OpTic down. All of the kills going their way. It was 247, 135, and already it's CleanX because of course it is. Walks into the hill, finds one that trades a ring, and GG, run it up. Welcome to the grand finals, Toronto Ultra.
Minnesota definitely deserved to be there. They beat us once already in the winners final. They beat Dallas and they beat FaZe. They deserved to be there that weekend. They were probably the best team at the event that weekend.
After beating OpTic, we were full of confidence going into the final. As you've seen from the first 4 maps, we came in and we played clinical. Some of the best teamwork I've seen from us this season. And
you just can't always rely on just Respawn to win a series. In the Minnesota series, the best of 9 kind of highlighted that. Even though it's a bad loss, I feel like it highlighted a lot for us, which will help us in the long run. You got to take the positives from it, and I feel like for champs we'll come a lot better.
We secured 2nd seed overall in the league. Our worst placement this year is 3rd. So we just need to keep moving really and just keep building it and going to the champs. I feel like we are capable of winning as long as we play our game and just keep learning and getting better.
The famous saying that losing is learning, so we learn the lessons of that loss and what we could have done differently and the ways in which we kind of failed as a team. But I definitely think that we're a mentally resilient bunch, and I'm really confident that we can, that loss won't break us. It will just ultimately make us stronger in the long run. So I definitely think, moving forward, that could be a good thing, as weird as it sounds.